people of Berlin headed for the Place der Republik again last week to protest communist terror tactics directed against this city's freedom. After months of blockade, tricks, and treachery, the Berliners had had enough. Over 250,000 of them streamed in from all 4 sectors to make this the greatest of Berlin's freedom rallies. Here, by the ruins of the Reichstag, symbol of German democracy, they assembled to put their case before the world. Franz Neumann opened the meeting in the name of the democratic parties and the independent trade unions of Berlin.
Unterstützt von der unabhängigen Gewerkschaftsorganisation Berlins, ist eröffnet.
Then he said, "We salute with silent veneration those who have suffered for years and those who have suffered in these last few days. And now we want to honor the victims of 1933 to 1948 with 1 minute of silence." Listen here in this square. Listen in Germany. And listen in every land to what speakers from all ranks of the Berlin population are going to say. Berlin calls on the world. Acting Mayor Friedenberg spoke next. Believe me, as long as we can breathe, as long as we can work, so long will we carry out our duties in Berlin. On that point, the population of Berlin can rely with absolute trust. Then Dr. Seward, chairman of the City Assembly. We charge that in the Eastern Sector, constitutional self-government has been destroyed. We charge that 1 million Berliners have been robbed of their freedom in that sector. We charge that the city administration for Berlin in the Eastern Sector has lost its freedom to operate and to act as the will of the Berlin people demands. Next, Gustaf Hinch of the independent trade union movement. The communists have, as once before, unleashed their mobs in order to attain police domination over Berlin. But we raise our voices in protest. Konnitzer of the city streetcar workers said, "I believe the communist specter would have long ago disappeared if we had access to Alexanderplatz and the rest of the Eastern Sector." Rudolph Markovit, LDP city assemblyman, was next. We call on the world. Moscow communism has become guilty of crimes against humanity. We call on the world to witness that we Berliners are not willing to bend to the red dictatorship of Moscow. But we are willing to give up everything to keep our freedom. Joachim Lipschutz, discharged official of the Eastern Sector, followed. We say to those now occupying our chairs and working places, be careful. We're coming back. Finally, Ernest Reuter, Berlin's elected mayor whom the Russians kept out of office. We're coming back, he said. We're coming back to the eastern sector of Berlin, and we're coming back to the eastern zone of Germany.